You're watching Local 2 News Nightcast, where local comes first.
Something else to like, some of our Valley neighbors were honored for their community service today in Rancho Mirage. CBS Local 2's Laura Yanez shows us how they've gone up above and beyond to help others in the Coachella Valley.
It's to allow the community to honor those people who work every day tirelessly to help hundreds of people.
9 local honorees were recognized Saturday at Fleming's Steakhouse for their service and leadership throughout the valley, receiving Angel Light Academy's Above and Beyond Award. The organization's founder, Julia Wilmot, says they've done just that.
They'll say, why me? I didn't do anything. And we'll say, oh yes, you have. You've held this whole community, and you've brought love and commitment and service and friendship.
She's our angel, our media angel, Brooke.
Our own CBS Local 2 anchor Brooke Berry was one of the recipients with service backgrounds ranging from community, education to media and youth.
When you see the huge difference that even small acts can make in people's lives, providing mentorship or just providing a little bit of help for folks who need to get through a hard time, it's really a special occasion.
I'm just doing the next right thing.
Micah Moulton's son Christopher was kidnapped and killed when he was 10 years old. She turned her grief into action and created safety education programs through Christopher's clubhouse in his memory.
And he always would say, because a clubhouse would be my safe place. So I thought, you know what, kids need a safe place within themselves, so as they can become a member of the clubhouse, they can learn how to be safe.
The Academy teaches leadership skills, team building, and problem solving to both adults and at-risk youth in the Coachella Valley. The event also helped raise funds for the Academy. Wilmot says it's an honor to award this year's Angels on Earth.
This is about the common man and extending unconditional love. And that's what we do. It's unconditional love through leadership.
Laura Yanez, CBS Local 2 News, Rancho Mirage.
A food tell-all in Palm Springs today helps steer people to a more healthy lifestyle, showing them it's not as hard as it seems. The inaugural Food Revolution Day at the Camelot Theater in Palm Springs highlighted a growing problem here in the U.S. 1 out of 3 American children is obese. That's according to the CDC. Chef Michelle Globus stressed the importance of keeping an eye out for kids, especially when it comes to what they eat. And she said, don't let prices of healthy food intimidate you.
Even though the quality of the food buying is organic and maybe grass-fed beef and so forth, because they're not buying the bags of chips and the garbage, they have extra money in their weekly budget.
She also says you should read the nutritional labels on food. She said if you can't pronounce an ingredient on the list, don't buy the product. And across the valley, some local kids were doing their part for healthy living. They were selling fresh produce for a good cause today. 4-H Desert Sand Blasters Club sold organic fruits and veggies in front of Shields Date Garden in Indio. The produce was donated by local farmers, and the proceeds will go to the club and other local charities.
Some of them are involved in animals, some of them are involved in gardening, and I think it's good for them because they can see, a lot of them have gardens where they plant. So it's going kind of from A to Z, where they're planting the product and then they're seeing how it's being sold. And so it's just good for them to see the whole food chain.
Leftover veggies were donated to the Fine Food Bank. Well, school is almost over for Valley kids, meaning we'll be seeing more of them outside playing and riding their bikes. In honor of Palm Springs Bike Month, the city put on its first ever bike rodeo, teaching the health benefits and giving safety advice. People brought in their bikes for safety inspections and rode away with free helmets.
Give them a little check over on their bike and make sure their bike is safe for them to ride and the wheels aren't falling off or, nuts and bolts loose on there.
You can still bring in your bike to the Palm Springs Police Department Monday through Thursday from 9 to 5 to get it registered and checked for a small fee of just $1. Chrysler is recalling nearly 87,000 Jeep Wranglers because of a fire risk. The recall affects 2010 Wranglers with automatic transmissions. The problem is that debris can get caught between the transmission plate and the catalytic converter, potentially sparking a fire. Chrysler says it will fix the problem free of charge. And check your fridge. A California onion company is recalling 2,300 pounds of diced red onions because of possible listeria contamination. Gill's Onions says the containers were sold here in California and in several other states. The product is beyond its use-by dates, May 14th, 15th, and 17th, and no illnesses have been reported, but if you still have any, throw them out. The world's top industrial leaders are meeting to figure out a solution to Europe's financial crisis. Coming up, what President Obama says must happen to get the Eurozone back on track. Plus, a historic launch at Cape Canaveral called off at the very last second. You're going to want to hear it on CBS Local 2 News.
Marines from 29 Palms are among those fighting overseas, but will they one day be replaced by virtual soldiers?
And a look at the weekend box office winners Monday.